Alright, first and foremost, I want to start off by saying Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call, Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. I don't want to Ratazah to be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And this lesson is going to be a quick lesson. I got an article off of Yahoo Finance that I'm going to read. It's about the commercial real estate. And further proof again that this place is through. This place is collapsing. It's circling the drain. This bitch is on life support, and they're about to yank the plug. And we know ultimately, like we keep saying, it's by design. They're gonna collapse this current economy, this current fiscal fiat system, and they're gonna usher in a new world order, a new way of buying and selling. Okay, which is gonna be digital. Okay. Which is going to be spearheaded by the Charagma, the MOTB, the RFID CHIP per Revelation 13 and 16. And as you can see, I got the U.S. debt clock running on the screen. As you can see, look at how fast the numbers are tallying up. You know, we know they've done away with the debt ceiling because they're pretty much bankrupting Babylon the Great. As you can see, the national debt is standing at 32 trillion and counting. And that motherfucker's running up, man. It's running up. This place is through. So let's get to this article. This article is off of Yahoo Finance. It's dated Tuesday, September 12th, 2023. The hopeful year where all the prophecies are fulfilled. So it says, off of Yahoo Finance, banks likely to lose over $2 billion in commercial real estate slowdown. We keep telling you, hey, this economy's collapsing. The new car market is collapsing. I saw something with the I forget they're striking. I forget the name of the people that are striking, but some basically car workers are striking. Manufacturers or workers are striking. What else you got? You got like I said, the new car market is collapsing. People aren't buying like that. The interest rates are through the roof. The used car market is collapsing also. It's overinflated. The housing market is collapsing. The Airbnb market is collapsing, you know, and commercial real estate is collapsing. So this place is through. This place is through. It's circling the drain, baby. It's on life support. So let's read this article. It says, the commercial real estate market takes the commercial real estate the commercial real estate market takes more hits under falling occupancy rates, but could nothing but Satan, man. Salakia, let's try this again. The commercial real estate market takes more hits on the falling occupancy rates, but could banks be feeling the hurt even more? Again, the commercial real estate market takes more hits under falling occupancy rates, but could banks be feeling the hurt even more? Yahoo Finance reporter Danny Romero joins Rachel Akufo to examine calls estimating banks could lose up to $2.5 billion. Oh, a lot of these banks are collapsing. You know, beautiful times. To examine calls estimating banks could lose up to $2.5 billion over commercial real estate pains, while also commenting on malls are collapsing, mall occupancy. There's basically these malls are dead. There's a whole series on YouTube you can find about dead malls, you know, these brick and mortar places are becoming a thing of the past. Again, the middle class, the mom and pops businesses are pretty much becoming a thing of the past. You got something that they've been talking about for years now, the so-called what they call it, what they call that, it's like an apocalypse. They call it the I forget the term they use. Salaki, it's slipping my mind. Salat, what is that term they use? I forget. They call it the apocalypse. It's slipping me. Hopefully it'll come back. Anyway, it says, again, these malls, these brick and mortar stores, this place is through. Oh, the retail, Slakit, Thawadi Yahal Bashim Shai, Brakatha Yahal Bashim Shai. They call it the retail apocalypse. They've been talking about that for years. And it's becoming more and more of a reality, So it says, Yahoo Finance reporter Danny Romero joins Rachel Akufo to examine calls estimating banks could lose up to $2.5 billion over commercial real estate pains, while also commenting on mall operator Unibail Rodamco Westfield's UNBLF decision to hold onto American properties. So let's read the video transcript. It said, Rachel Akufo, the ongoing weakness in the office sector isn't going anywhere. You can't heal Babylon. There's no balm for her. The major headwind will cost banks as much as we're in a recession, pretty much. We're in the midst of inflation, which is leading to hyperinflation. And this recession is leading to the greatest depression ever. And again, it's all by design. Order out of chaos, the Hegelian dialect. The ongoing weakness in the office sector isn't going anywhere. The major headwind will cost banks as much as $250 billion. Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Danny Romero with more. Danny, what are you watching on this? And this is Danny Romero. Rachel, what's going on in the commercial real estate sector doesn't look pretty. It ain't looking pretty in Babylon the Great. The doors are, when you look out the windows, it's starting to look dark. The city of confusion is starting to get shut up. A lot of layoffs. It's not really in the news. You got to watch kind of like alternative media, but a lot of these companies are still laying people off, even throughout the globe, man. In the UK, they're laying people off. They're still protesting, and I mentioned the car manufacturer workers. They're striking over the wages. I was watching a news clip about it, and this Eve, she was talking about the cost of living. They're not, ends are meeting, and why? Really, the people are mourning. All throughout the world, the people are mourning. Why? Because the wicked are ruling. So it says, Rachel, what's going on in the commercial real estate sector doesn't look pretty. And the major stress here is the low homelessness is at an all-time high. Hey, if you open up your eyes and look around, you can see this place is through. I mention all the time, you got these in single family homes, right? You got 2 and 3 families living in one household, man. Piling up, Rachel, what's going on in the commercial real estate sector doesn't look pretty. And the major stress here is the low occupancy rates due to the ongoing work from home phenomenon. That's just blaming it on that, but it's beyond that. The hybrid that we have been seeing, and also the higher interest, it's really the high interest rates. And also the higher interest rates is putting pressure on landlords that have to refinance their loans in the near term. And you're going to see why, Just like when the housing market collapsed in 2008, these people were pretty much, they were locked into, they kind of had like an adjustable mortgage rate. A lot of, as it's going to say, a lot of these different commercial real estate properties, they were paying 0% interest on their properties, man. But now the interest is going through the roof. Just as in 2008, a lot of these people, They were able to buy houses even though they couldn't truly afford the house, you know, which they're starting to do that again. They're starting to, they call high risk, I think high risk buyers or whatever. You know, a lot of people are starting to a lot of people are being approved for homes and cars even though they really can't afford it, you know. The homes and the cars cost damn near double, triple, quadruple their income, man. You know, and the same thing with these commercial properties, you know. Hey, woe to you that laid yourself with that thick clay. That's what this place is built upon, usury, you know. So it says, I bought you that clay, debts, heavy debts, and the chickens are coming home to roost. Most of the owners of the commercial real estate sector have been able to take advantage of those near zero interest rates over the past decade. So you got businesses that, you know, been in business for like 10, 20 years, 15 years, you know. You think they're thriving businesses, but they really been barely getting by. And they've been getting by because what? They've been paying damn near no interest rate on the property that they're leasing out. You know, because most of these companies lease their properties, you know. So it says most of the owners of the commercial real estate sector have, it's all smoke and mirrors, man. This place is one big Ponzi scheme. Most of the owners of the commercial real estate sector have been able to take advantage of those near zero interest rates over the past decade. Well, that's not happening anymore. And if we combine the high rates with the fallen property values, negative equity on a lot of these properties, you know, that could be 1-2 punches. This bitch is through. It's on life support. This place is on the ropes. It says, well, that's not happening anymore. And if we combine the higher rates with the fallen property values, that could be 1-2 punches that the commercial real estate sector is dealing with, and could lose. A lot of these corporations are not even paying their leases, you know, and could lose. Some of the banks could lose over $2.5 billion. That's what one hedge fund manager is saying out there. Kyle Bass, he revealed that banks are really under a lot of pressure right now, especially the office space. Hey, banks are about to go belly up, you know. That's why they're trying to slow down this run on the banks. You got a lot of people, they're limited people withdrawals, you know, penalizing you and so on and so forth. Not to mention, you got a lot of these people been making runs on their 401ks, you know. Hey, this bitch is through. Kyle Bass, he revealed that banks are really under a lot of pressure right now, especially their office space, and that could represent about 10% of the combined $2 trillion in equity in the commercial real estate that the banks are exposed to. Bass says that there's other areas of commercial real estate that actually are doing well, that have somewhat of a leverage right now and are solid. Some of those are the industrial real estate market, multifamily housing, which we definitely need in the U.S., and the data center spaces. Rachel, yeah, these multifamily housing units, they're raising their rates, man. A lot of people can't even afford it. You know, this place is through. Everything is coming to a head. The house of cards is collapsing. Rachel Akufo, and staying in the commercial real estate, let's also pivot to the high-end mall space. You got a booth or a store in a mall. You paying a lot of money for that place, man. You know, and you might have had like it said, damn near 0% interest on that property. But now what? Everything is going through the roof. You know, and not to mention the foot traffic. You know, these malls are dead. Ain't nobody going to the malls no more. Everything is online, you know. It says, we're seeing the European owner of Westfield now scrapping the plan to sell nearly all of its U.S. properties. Unibail Rodamco Westfield is planning to hold some of their top performing malls. So Danny, can you tell us what this means then? At first, everyone thought the mall was dead. Is dead. Danny Romero. Well, not every sector in commercial real estate is doom and gloom, and this is just a prime example from the European owner of the Westfield malls really backtracking and pulling back its original plans of really getting rid of its American profile. So last year the company said that it would sell its American profile, but now the plans have really changed after seeing what's going on the forefront. But also we have to highlight that they have invested billions of dollars in some of these malls. And if you invest, most likely some of that will be in return. And so that's what we're seeing. One of the prime examples is that they expanded the San Jose, San Francisco area. And so that mall has really been seeing a lot of uptick. But overall, this really does signal that the mall may not be as dead as of right now. But adding those attractions and investing in these malls is likely, obviously, pulling some foot traffic in Rachel. So perhaps the mall is on crutches, but at least not dead yet. The bitches on life support, they full of shit. You know, they trying to keep hope alive. Go to your average mall, that bitch is dead. The malls are a former shell of themselves, man. You know, there's still some movement going on there. Thank you always, our very own Danny Romero. Thank you so much. So they basically trying to keep hope alive, like Bob Hope. This bitch is through. This bitch is through. Okay, this place is through. It's obvious, and it's obvious when you look at the damn U.S. national debt clock. This bitch is through. You know, a lot of these corporations are about to what they call it. They're not gonna pay their leases, man. They're just gonna file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. You know, they're gonna just cash out a lot of it. They're not gonna play it like yellow trucking. They're gonna leave everybody holding the bag. It's full with holes. You know, they're gonna made off with your goddamn money and your pensions and shit. You know. Anyway, that's the point. You know, Salakia, Satan was fucking with my throat and shit, always trying to hinder the lessons. But I'm gonna close out here. One scripture, we bring it out all the time, but there's the times that we're living in, man. The times to repent and seek the Lord while he may be found, because all hell is about to break loose, man. The chickens are coming home to roost. Babylon is on life support, talking about the malls are not dead. They on crutches. These bitches are on life support. You know, this bitch is circling the drain. This global economy is circling the drain. And this third woe is getting hot and heavy. It's brewing. You know, all hell is about to break loose. And the infrastructure for this charagma is ready to be rolled out. It's being rolled out right in front of your eyes. You know, our redemption truly is nigh. So I'm going to close out here. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. And we keep telling you, evil days, bad times, they're quickly approaching, they're on the horizon. While evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While you got liberty, while the doors of mercy are still open, seek the Lord. You know, put on as the elect, store up these righteous treasures in heaven, offend as least as possible, fight the good fight of faith. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, and it's starting to look dark, it's starting to look grim out there. You know, it's starting to look real grim out there in Babylon. You know, globally, it's looking grim. Those people in Morocco is looking grim. Those people out there in Greece, Brazil, you know, Libya, it's looking grim out there. Those people that are striking right now, it's looking grim. Protesting, it's looking grim out there. Ends are meeting. These people that can't pay their mortgages, can't pay their car repos. Car repos are through the roof. It's looking grim out here, man. It's getting nasty. And the love of many's waxing cold. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and they trembling now. You know? They looking at the bottom line, and it ain't adding up. You know? You know, a lot of these companies are looking for a way out. They hoping for another handout, a bailout, but it ain't coming. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and more and more layoffs, but you ain't seen nothing yet. And those that look out of the windows be darkened, no answers, no hope, you know? You know? And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So that's the point. I don't want to write this out again. This was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. Hey, man, keep fighting, man. Keep pushing. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babor. Kwam Nasharallah.